Hey guys, welcome back. I'm starting off today's video with a childhood favorite of mine. My grandma, my dad's mom, used to make Schnitzel sandwiches, and I remember eating them at her house as a kid, and they were so good. So we're going to recreate those tonight. We have some pork chops that Adam's butterflying and cutting in half, and then we're going to pound those out to make them thinner. Of course, I don't have my grandma's recipe, or at least I haven't found it yet, but we just kind of created our own version, so I'm just going to share with you what we did. For the egg wash, Adam mixed together an egg and some heavy cream, and then for the breading, we're just using some panko breadcrumbs, and we season that with some salt and pepper and some garlic and onion powder. So we're just going to get these coated first in the egg wash and then in the breadcrumbs and get them frying. And we did make all 8 of these. Technically it was only 4 pork chops, but it worked out perfectly because we had 4 left for lunch the next day. We just fried these until they were golden brown on both sides, and then we put them on a wire rack in the oven on the lowest temperature just to keep them warm while the others cooked. So I had texted my dad one night to ask him because I remember her making her Schnitzel sandwiches with ketchup and sweet pickles. Well, he said sweet pickles, but I remember bread and butter pickles. So that's what we're going to use. And then Dad said he likes his with mustard and dill pickles, which I'm the only person in the house that likes sweet pickles. So we're going to try that way too and see which one we like better. Well, I am. Everybody else just had ketchup. So I wanted to try it both ways to see if the ketchup version tasted how I remembered. So I cut mine in half and made it both ways. I did one side with ketchup and bread and butter pickles, one side with mustard and dill pickles, and both ways were delicious, but the version with ketchup and the bread and butter pickles tasted like my childhood. It brought me back, it tasted just like Grandma's, and it was so delicious. We served these with some crinkle cut fries because that's what I remember eating with them, and these were not disappointing. So if you try either version, let me know down below. Okay, so me and Tucker just ran to Dollar Tree and Walmart to grab a couple of things. Dollar Tree actually had a ton of fall stuff and Halloween stuff. Like, they just restocked it. It was all full. I don't know. But I just grabbed a few things. Not Halloween-y, as I grabbed some glass cleaner. I have a bottle of Windex, but it leaks all over the place and drives me nuts, so I just grabbed these. We wandered past the snack aisle and grabbed these Oreo caramel creams. Never seen them before, never tried them, so we thought we'd try those. And then I grabbed these hot fries because hot fries are always good, and I've never had this kind, so we're gonna try those. I didn't get you anything.
And then my friend Leanne, she made a craft, I say the other day, but it was a while back, on her channel. And I thought it'd be fun to do it with the boys, so I grabbed 2 canvases and a cheap puzzle. These puzzles, by the way, do not go together good, but we're not going to be putting it together. We're going to paint it, even though it's kind of sad, these cute little cows. And we're going to make some fall leaves and make some trees on some canvas for a little fall craft art class school thing. I grabbed 2 of these purple lights for Halloween. I see these every year and I never grab them, so I went ahead and grabbed them. They're the little skeleton hand tongs for salad or snacks or whatever. I just think they're funny, so I grabbed those. Tucker wanted to get a spooky ghost, so we got him to hang on the porch with all of our other stuff once we get it up. We need to decorate before it's Halloween already. We'll get to it eventually. And then with the boys' costumes this year, I figured it would be hard for them to carry a candy bucket just because something's going to be in the way. So I got these bags instead. I think we might actually go trick-or-treating this year. And Tucker picked out a ghost, and then Adam was home with Garrett, so I called him and asked Garrett which one he wanted. They had a pumpkin, a cat, a Frankenstein, and a ghost, and he picked a ghost too, so I got 2 of those. Got some caution tape, except it's Beware of Wolf, which I thought was funny to hang in the window where Angus is always barking at everyone. This got ripped open. I got 2 of these carvable pumpkins just for the boys to do for fun, and if they don't completely fall apart, we can save them and put them up next year too. I need some fall flowers for my flower thing, sugar mold on my counter, so I grabbed these little pumpkin picks to put in there with them. And then I grabbed some blue leaves because I love blue and I didn't want everything to be orange, so I got 2 of those. And then I grabbed these little berry leaves. Do they say it there? Bittersweet. Grabbed 2 of those. I thought they looked pretty together, and I'll add all this in with some of the green stuff that's up there. And I might leave some of the flowers I already have too. We'll see. And then from Walmart, we grabbed some plates because usually by Halloween they'll all be gone. And I don't even know what we're doing food-wise for Halloween, if we're going to have a little party thing like we usually do or not. But even if we don't, we can use them for dinner or breakfast or whatever. So Tucker picked out, it's the most wonderful time of the year. And then the little witch, ghosts, and mummy. And I was going to just get some paper cups. But the boys like these kind of cups to drink out of all the time. So we picked out these. I got a new candle just because I haven't had one in a while. Warm apple pie. And then for the boys' Halloween costumes, I need a red shirt and a green shirt. And they didn't have green. They had like a teal one, like the color Tucker already has. But so I got Garrett the red. We'll have to find a green somewhere. Leave me a guess down below if you can guess what the boys are going to be for Halloween with a red and a green shirt. And then, of course, we grabbed some candy corn to fill up my candy jar. So that's all we got. Not a lot, but we got a couple of decorations, and then I still have all my stuff out I need to put up. So we might do all of that tomorrow, but I'm going to go ahead and put my flowers in the thing and get those looking good. So I can't figure out, that's still dusty. I'm gonna clean it, I promise. I took these little grass leafy parts off of these because I thought it looked too springy with the grass on it. So I can't decide. These are all gonna stay in there, the eucalyptus. Not exactly fall, but I guess it could be. I don't know. It's green, it's pretty. I can't decide which ones I want to leave in. These are my new ones. And these don't exactly look just like spring. I think they were... I'm not sure what they are. Were they azaleas? I don't know. I'm not a flower expert. But they sort of look like mums, and they're kind of a fall pink. So I thought maybe they would look good with it too. But then I also really like these, and I really like the blue. So I don't know if I should leave them all in there or if it's too much. But then I also have the pumpkins I want to put in. So plenty of orange. So should I just go with blue and orange? Or should I add the pink back in? Or all of it? I think all of it seems like way too much. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. I don't know what I want to do. But I'm cleaning all of these because they got dusty. But I guess I'll show you when I'm done what I decide.
On this day for my lunch, I wanted to make something simple but delicious and use up some stuff I had in the fridge. So I'm making a creamy Cajun mushroom pasta. That's what we'll call it. So I have some sliced white mushrooms and some onions that I had in the fridge, and I'm just throwing these in a skillet with some butter and olive oil. And I'm just going to let these cook until they're as tender and cooked as I like them, and then we'll get started on everything else. Once my mushrooms and onions were how I like them, I'm adding in some minced garlic, and I'm going to let that cook for just a few minutes. I also added in a little more butter just to get the garlic cooking and to get started on our sauce. After the garlic cooked for a few minutes, I added in some Cajun seasoning, some lemon pepper, and some salt and extra black pepper, and I just let this cook for a little bit before I added in my heavy cream. I didn't really measure any of this, it was just kind of a throw together lunch, so you can make this as thick or thin as you like it. If it gets too thick, you can add in some milk. I just kind of played around with it until it was how I thought I wanted it. In the pantry, we had a tiny bit of linguine noodles left, so I just boiled those, and now I'm going to throw them into my sauce. And I also added in just a little bit of lemon juice. This was so good, creamy and delicious, and I love mushrooms, so this was perfect. So delicious for a quick and easy lunch.
have a menu. And now comes the cake's not up here. The cake was cool enough. Cake. And it's your favorite kind. Wait, what is your favorite kind?
I hope that's dirt on your eye and not a bruise.
I hope it's not.
I like cheesecake.
And this cheesecake? And I love it too. I'll write cheese.
For this next throw together dinner, we made some sausage and black bean chili. This was delicious. So we just have some pork sausage that we're going to brown up real quick, and then we'll add in everything else. When our sausage was cooked, we added in a few tablespoons of flour just to make a roux. And again, no measurements for this one because we were just using what we had. But you can follow along if you like. You don't really need measurements for chili, in my opinion. You throw in what you have, you make it taste good, and it turns out good every time. So we added in a couple tablespoons of chili powder, then we added in some paprika, some cumin, and some salt and pepper, and we also threw in some garlic and onion powder. Next came a can of golden hominy. You can use corn if you want, if you don't like hominy. And then we threw in some beef broth and spicy vegetable juice. Again, no measurements. You can use as little or as much as you like. I know some people like their chili to be really thick. Some like it more soupy. It's up to you. Throw it in, make it yummy. We finished this off by throwing in a can of black beans that we drained and rinsed. And then we just put the lid on this and let it simmer for a while we watched some TV. And then when dinner was done, it was delicious. We just served this with some Fritos, of course, some shredded cheese, and some sour cream, and this was so good. I'm glad we threw this together because it was delicious, and I had it for lunch the next day, and it was even better. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's super easy meals. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button down below and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys in the next one.